days and some sleepless nights. But when I look around and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I don't control. The clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road. I ask the question, Lord. Lord, why so this day? But He knows one day from me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see, so I'll just say, thank you, Lord. I won't complain. But He is so good to me. He's been good to me. More than this world you could ever be. He's been so good. But He knows one day from me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see, so I'll just say, thank you, Lord. I won't complain. But He is so good to me. He's been good to me. More than this world you could
20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I apologize about that late start. Welcome, of course, to SheLovesThee podcast. We get ready to be nosy and watch these folks have a meeting about a meeting. Okay, y'all? A meeting about a meeting about a meeting. Have you ever text somebody and said, we need to have a meeting, and you say, we're going to talk about something, and then you go to talk about what you're going to talk about later? Coach Simmons, so sorry to hear about the passing of your brother. Sending my condolences to Coach Simmons. Y'all, we're going to be petty. Okay, so we are going to be petty, but we are going to have what we call the Rattler raffle. So, y'all be thinking of items. We might be petty, but we're brainstorming here. What are some items that Tiffani Dawn-Sykes can raffle while she is getting ready to have this raffle, and they were laughing about it. But I don't think there's anything wrong with a raffle. I think a raffle could absolutely make some money. I would not sleep on a raffle. I'm just saying. Don't sleep on the raffle now. Because I know for sure if somebody raffles off a Isaiah Land jersey, it's going to make some money. An Isaiah Land jersey will absolutely make money. We might have some shakeups at Jackson State ourselves. Uh-oh. Avis said he buying 20 tickets. It don't matter what it is. Let me go ahead and get these raffle tickets going. We did really well with the wigs for Willie and the mullet plates, but now we got to do a raffle. And I'm interested in seeing what everybody else has in mind. Me personally, I was definitely thinking, on a serious note, not even playing, but on a serious note, they could definitely give away Invest in Champions package. You could raffle that off. I know folks will buy it. You have a chance to win VIP luncheon or something with the new coach or something. Cause they got sit up there, they got some money that nobody can use. Raffle.
Recording in progress.
Yes, we are.
Okay, I'll repeat all those good things I said about y'all. So,
Lord,
so
not
good
raffle the trophies.
afternoon, good evening. Again, I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here this evening to really kick off one of the most important hires here at Florida A&M University. As I was talking about before, it's always interesting being volunteered to be on a committee, but being voluntold is something different. So I can't tell you that I can tell you that I'm very excited, but also very excited to work with each and every one of you all. I've had an opportunity to interact with you all briefly over this last semester, but again, it's really going to be great work with you to get this important work that needs to be done. Now, I know we have some very, very important people on the call, and I really wanted to start off with the various members of the committee introducing themselves, and really like 2 seconds about to about 5 seconds about your particular area that you're over, and again, so we can all just get on the same page. And then this will also help when I introduce you to the consultants on the search firm. So first person I see is President Johnson. You want to introduce yourself and talk about the National Alumni Association very quickly? And
a pleasure to be here. Curtis Johnson, president of the FAMU National Alumni Association, graduate 1990-92 of Florida University.
Great. Mr. Cobb, I see you next. You're on mute.
Thank you. Yes, hello everyone. My name is Selvin Cobb. Dating back when I graduated, I had to go back. Graduated in the class of 1972. President of the Rattler Boosters.
Thank you. I see Dr. Ebenezer Oriaco, my colleague from College of Pharmacy.
Yes, Ebenezer Oriaco, faculty rep, going into my 14th year as faculty rep. Thank you.
Outstanding. And I see the fabulous Miss Lisa LeBeau.
Again, my name is Lisa LeBeau. I'm chair of the FAMU Foundation, and I'm a part of the freshman class of 1983 and a graduate, undergrad 87, grad 88. Thank you.
Great. And I think, what is the student rep's name? I don't see him. Did he pop off? I see Curtis Taylor. Go ahead, Curtis.
Yes, Curtis Taylor, president of the National Rattler Health Club. Played football in FAMU 2 years under Big Jim Williams and 2 years under Coach Rudy Hubbard, and I'm into the FAMU Hall of Fame.
Thank you. And Kyla, are you our student rep?
Student Government Association rep. So I'm the secretary over athletic affairs for student government.
We got a great person. Go ahead and introduce yourself one more time.
My name is Kyla Ligon. I am the Secretary of Athletic Affairs for Student Government Association.
Thank you. And then we got the Kelvin Dean, Mr. Kelvin Dean.
How y'all doing? Kelvin Dean, football player. I'm just here representing all of my peers and teammates and the coaching staff and stuff, the coaching staff that's still here.
Outstanding. And I am Donald Paul. I'm the Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer here at Florida A&M University, and proud to serve as your committee chair. Did I hear Eddie? Did Eddie jump on yet, Linda?
I'm trying to walk him through it.
Okay, we'll come back.
Maybe Wayne can help me. I'll ask Wayne if he can call Mr. Jackson and help him through it. Okay.
Great.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Send me the number.
Did I miss anyone from the appointed committee from our board of trustees? I think we got everybody. Did we? Okay. Thank you so very much. We have some important business to take care of today, and I thought a great way to start the meeting was to introduce ourselves, but also introduce the search firm that will be assisting us with this particular process. I'm glad that they are a part of this process for us and help guide us through and navigate to identifying the next head coach for Florida A&M University. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Herb. What is your last name? Herb?
Courtney.
Herb Courtney. He's over the Renaissance Search and Consultants, RSC. And so I asked Herb to come on and give us an overview and, some of his portfolios and some of the things that they've done in the past. I'll just go in personal note. They have never worked with Dartmouth. I know that's some stuff happening in the background. I just want to put that out there in the atmosphere now. And so we can go ahead and keep this ball moving. So Herb, you want to go ahead and
Yes.
Introduce yourself and your colleagues, and then also some of the things that you guys have done.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us here, and extremely honored to be assisting you all in this critical hire. But as said, I'm Herb Courtney. I currently reside in Los Angeles. Originally from East Coast. I grew up in Buffalo and then Philadelphia. Went to school, University of Delaware, and played basketball overseas for a few years. So, sports has always been a passion of mine, and I'm just very thankful that I get to work in sports and work with great institutions like FAMU. So I started this firm in 2020, literally right before the pandemic, and the purpose of this firm was I really wanted to create something that was intentional, that had more equity in our process and how we hire coaches, administrators, leaders, especially people of color, because we usually get left out, in that conversation. So, I started this firm in 2020. We've been able to work really across a lot of different industries, ranging from the corporate side to working with big corporations like Nike, Cliff Bar. We're in the beauty industry as well, to professional sports. We're the preferred vendor of Chicago Bears and Miami Dolphins, to the NBA, to the Dallas Mavericks. And then in our college portfolio, we worked, a lot with HBCUs. We, assisted you all in the women's basketball search. Morgan State, Dell State, Grambling State, to your Power Fives like Vanderbilt of the world. So we work with a lot of great leaders. We've seen a lot. Our focus is making sure we understand what's critically important to the institution and the stakeholders, and really fine tuning our search, for that institution. We don't recycle candidates. We make sure we really get a firm understanding of who we're working for and with, and identifying a leader that reflects that. So this call is critically important for us. So we really get to understand, what you all are looking for in the next coach, and the qualities that you feel that are a must-have that we need to go out there and seek and identify. So everyone is, on the same page as we gather and recruit candidates. So that's a little bit about me and the firm. I have my colleague here, Adam Gordon. He can give a very quick synopsis of himself, and then we can get into the rest of the agenda.
Thanks, Herb. Hello, everybody. It's nice to meet you. My name is Adam Gordon. I've been working for Herb for about a year and a half or so. I spent 17 years in college athletics, coaching men's basketball. During that time, worked at 7 different institutions, from everything from junior college up to high major basketball and everything in between. Have really enjoyed serving, various number of institutions, like Herb mentioned, across the board during my time at Renaissance, and excited to help you all in the process.
Thank you, Adam, and thank you, Herb. I know, Herb, we had a brief conversation. We wanted to really open up the discussion and follow the agenda to the members of the committee to really, as you mentioned before, to get a firm handle on some of the things that they're looking for. I do have to share with a list of some of the attributes that I believe that we received from our athletic director. I can maybe put those up to start the discussion with I'm on my wife's. Okay, you ready?
That's Eddie. I'll change his name.
Okay, no problem. All right,
I'm on now.
You're on now. Hey, Eddie, before we get going, do you want to introduce yourself just real briefly? Again, 2 seconds.
This is Eddie Jackson, president of the 220 Quarterback Club.
All right. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being part of this committee. And again, we wanted to get a little discussion. I know that Herb wanted to get a feel for the members or some of their idea what the ideal candidate would look like, or ideal coach. and I thought that I would put back up some of the attributes that Tiffani, Dawn-Sykes had provided us, and I thought that that would be helpful to maybe start a discussion with that. What I also wanted the community members to do, and again, this not is exhaustive, an exhaustive list, but I also want you to go back to your constituents and see what else we may want to add to some of these items. And so, if you would like, Herb, I'm going to let you maybe go ahead and lead the discussion, and then again, members, you can raise your hand or chime in as you please. And again, this is not an exhaustive list. I do want time for your constituents to also provide some attributes to maybe add to it as well.
Absolutely, and I think, like I said, I think the goal here in our time is to make sure everyone's on the same page of what we're really looking for. And that helps us kind of narrow our scope. Whether it could be geographical location, ties to the area, is there a certain profile that you feel, this coach and leader should have, leadership style, so I think, all those things help us, curate a list of coaches that, when we are going out recruiting could be, beneficial, and we're all on the same page. So yes, these coaches embody exactly what we kind of discussed on this call. So we can continue to move forward. Obviously, we don't want any steps back. So I would love to open it up to the group. I'm sure, people have opinions or, just love to get some feedback, right? In terms of, things that you feel are key critical in this coach. So I see a hand up. Thank you for using the emojis. I'll Calvin Dean, we'll lead with you, and then Curtis Johnson can be next.
Okay, thank you for starting off with me. You said you want to hear some qualities, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
That we like to see.
Yes.
Okay, so speaking from the player's perspective, we like a coach who we can trust, somebody maybe we're comfortable with, or somebody that can quickly earn the trust of players, a man of people, somebody who's social and can push us enough to, get our names on the map and help us get to the NFL, while also just caring about us and not about just extra money or finding a new job. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So I feel like personally, it should be somebody that can earn the trust of the players, because anybody that's played sports knows, like, you'll go way harder when it's a coach that you actually believe in, and that they believe in you at the same time.
No, that's great feedback. And as a coach, do you want a coach that's really going to push you, or because that trust can be earned different ways. Some coaches are very they're on you a lot and care about the details and things like that, or do you feel like the group needs someone a little different? In your opinion, as a player right now in the program, what do you feel you need?
I feel like we just need honesty. Like, if this player's gonna play a little bit or a lot this year, make that transparent and upfront, so no players won't have mixed feelings about the situation. Just keep everything honest and up forward, everybody, because I know that's what men like to hear. Like, they want to hear the truth about the situation when it all comes down to it.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing. Mr. Johnson.
Thank you. I want to build upon that and add a couple of other points. I think from an alum perspective, looking at a coach that can relate to the level of players that they'd be coaching and have demonstrated that either at a FCS level or even at a senior high school level, right? And documented track record of success of that is so critical that that coach can relate to the players and their current challenges and have demonstrated that they can coach that to success by their records and what they have done, and can demonstrate either through championships and or being a part of a championship staff. I think is critical. It's not critical, in my opinion, to have just head coaching experience. I think that there may be some very highly talented coordinators that are ready to step up to that next level. And so a proven track record of being a part of a program that can demonstrate these coordinators' abilities to produce year after year consistently and be a part of championship staffs. Again, being a part of the FCS system, I think is one that I definitely like to see as an attribute. Mm-hmm. I think obviously having a great command of HBCU culture, either having coached in that, played in the HBCU realms, or been a part of staff in HBCU realm makes a really, really big difference when it comes to attributes. I think the other thing for me off the top is, this coach, while is the face of the football program, just demonstrated ability just to have a relationships or they work with external partners, right? ESOs, et cetera, and anything they may highlight with that would be an attribute, in my opinion, that we would definitely want to have that person really rise to the top at that particular point. So I'm gonna stop right there. I'm sure there's some others that want to chime in, and that may spur some other thoughts from me.
Absolutely. Thank you for
Taylor.
We have Ayla has her hand.
Yeah. So just like Kelvin mentioned, a leader of men, a positive team culture, high emotional intelligence.
Excuse me, whenever y'all are talking, can you use your cameras on camera so that we'll know that it really is the committee member that's talking?
Yes, I apologize. Yes, so just like Kelvin mentioned, a leader of men, positive team culture, high emotional intelligence. The coach should be able to serve as an advocate and liaison for the team, be able to bridge the athletic gap with the bridge the athletic life into the academic life, and of course have a high football IQ.
Thank you.
I think I saw Curtis Taylor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was getting ready to go back there to trying to show me how to put my hand up. Okay. But anyway, one of the things that I think we certainly should be looking at is experience. Those guys that are already here, a part of the team, I think we will all agree that we had a winning formula. We won the SWAC, we won the Celebration Bowl. So it tells me they know how to win. And so oftentimes when we have a job application, we're required to have a certain degree of you're experiencing this, you're experiencing that. But overall, we're looking for individuals that has hands-on experience for X amount of years. So I think when we look at the guys that we have in place now, already on the ground, they know the system, they know how to win. And so for the F Club, we think that should be at the top of the list, is that we're looking at these guys we have now. And then the other critical part is, and I know we're not there yet, but we need to move as swiftly as possible, because I guess you'd be aware that we lost our offensive coordinator yesterday. So that's 3. We lost our defensive coordinator, which was the best in the HBCU, lost our top recruiting coach, which was the best in the HBCU, and now we've lost our offensive coordinator. So we strongly urge that we try to focus on what we have in place, the ones that was there when we won the championship. I think if we can try to maintain them, then it puts us in a better position to win.
Thank you. Thank you, Curtis, for sharing that. Calvin, do you have something else to add?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wanted to kind of jump in on what he was saying. Speaking for myself and my teammates, we strongly believe what we have in the house is with a couple of additions of what we're missing. We believe what we have in house that we can come back and do the same thing again. And I'm not just speaking for myself. It's a whole ton of guys on the team that believe this. So just speaking from a player aspect, we believe what we have in house. These guys are brilliant enough to take us to the next level and get us back to the Celebration Bowl next year.
Thank you. Anyone else have any comments or any other commentary to add?
Herb, again, I also think the development and mentoring of the student athlete for success on and off the field, and even far beyond graduating the university is very important. But also a coach that can also mentor his assistant coaches as well. And so, again, I just think that mentoring and development piece is really important for what we're really here for at the university as well.
Okay. Absolutely. And then Calvin, is that your hand from last time, or do you have something else to add?
I'm sorry, I forgot to put it down.
No, you're all good. All good.
Eddie and Selvin, do you have something? And Lisa and Ebenezer?
No, this is
Go ahead, Lisa.
I agree with as far as what has been communicated, but I think too at the top of my list is just a really good role model for our students who are athletes. I think that's very important because of all of the responsibilities that they have on the field as well as in the classroom. So just someone that they can go to and keep them on track in both of those different lanes, because it's a lot, I think, that goes with being a student athlete.
Thank you.
Well, I too agree with the subject area that's already been covered. I think that we covered most of the front here. So I agree with what's been said.
Perfect.
Ebenezer?
Yeah. I think after listening to everybody that has said something, especially the students, athletes, I tend to agree with what has been said. One, who cares about the students in and out of class, in and out of the football area, and one that can develop the students into whatever they want to be. So I think those are things that we have to look at. Thank you.
All right.
Sorry, guys. Last thing. This is Kelvin Dean speaking. Our offensive coordinator, Joe Henry, is actually still here and on staff at the school, by the way. So just letting you guys know that.
So Herb, I just want to add to it. While I really greatly appreciate one expression, I'm going to be looking at those candidates that can demonstrate that, right? Of these things we're talking about, either through their record of success of coaching and being in programs that we can quickly look at and see that either they've been a part of, they've contributed to specifically with that and driving that. That will weigh heavy with me. I think, these candidates, obviously, in their references, it would be helpful if they have students that can talk to some of these abilities, some of these capabilities that we're looking for. And that means a lot to me, because if that student is taking the time to sit down to help choreograph that and send that means a lot, right, to me. And that's credential for me to really get a good understanding.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything before we kind of go on to the next action item? And so, Dr. Palm, do you want to go right into like our timeline?
Yeah. I wanted to open up for some discussion with the timeline. What I see moving forward. I know we put together a very aggressive timeline to have 5 names to give to Dr. Robinson as well as AD Sykes by Sunday. One of the things that I wanted to maybe open up for discussion is, you know, as I am, and this is a really a open discussion for the committee, as we are looking to get most of, as we're looking to go ahead and complete this by Sunday. Do you think it's realistic that we will be able to get a fair share of applicants in by Sunday? And I want to make sure that we capture the total number of applicants who are going to submit an application. So what are your thoughts about that? I have an idea to maybe look at maybe doing some work on Sunday, but maybe having the names by Tuesday. So I want to hear the communication back from folks. Kelvin, I think is your hand back up?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay.
Well, what you just said, I think it would be easier or you know, to pinpoint exactly who we want to pick if we cut the candidates down to maybe 3 candidates and put them in order by, you know, first to last, who we actually think of is the best candidate for us. And if this one doesn't agree to the job, then this one, you know what I'm saying? So I think that we should cut the list down from 5 candidates to 3 so that they can pinpoint the search and make it speed up the process.
Yeah, so here's where I was going with and I need to be clear with the committee. My plan was to give 5 names to Dr. Robinson as well as AD Sykes. And these 5 names, I don't want to rank them. I want them to, all 5 names that we can live with, right? And all 5 names, I'm requesting that all 5 names get an interview by Dr. Robinson as well as AD Sykes. And so that's what I believe the work of this committee would be. We need 5 solid names. And if we can't get 5, give us 3 solid names that we can live with, that we can forward to Dr. Robinson and and AD Sykes as a committee, that we know we're going to be good with those 3 to 5 names.
Chairman Palm?
Yes.
I agree that, you know, we really should, when we're looking at this short timeline, it really would be better if we was looking at 3. So if we say 5, what happens if we only get 2 or 3?
Well, we'll go with those 2 or 3. And so my thing is, but we have to be able to live with those 2 or 3 that we're going to forward to AD Sykes and President Robinson as a committee. Curtis?
Thank you. You know, I'm back 3 to 5. I can live with 3. I can certainly get to 5. But I think one of the things that will help this committee, and I need to hear from the search firm, is they're putting out the call. I need to hear what the environment that we're in right now. I mean, most probably major coaches or coaches have been placed. What are we up against here? I need to understand that because I think it's going to be challenging. I know that there may be some internal candidates. And I want to make sure that taking that feedback from you guys as to where we are, I think will really determine that we may get to 3 quicker than the 5 because of just the environment right now. And quite frankly, you know, everything that has been put out there right now, I know coaches may be a little guarded. And so it would help, I think, if we have some feedback from you, Herb, and giving us some of your expertise of what's happening out here in the market.
Yeah, I think, you know, obviously that first hiring cycle has already happened. You know, there's still some very good coaches out there, you know, really at all levels. You're probably going to get more of the, you know, coordinators, not head coaches, you know, but I think, you know, our job is to really create that value proposition. The opportunity is still a very desirable job. You know, as you all know, you just won the Celebration Bowl. People think they can win and win big here and, you know, at FAMU. So that's a great thing. It's not like they're taking a program that's struggling and it's a rebuild and all that. You have some great pieces in play. So that's great. I think the other thing that we have to get, you know, locked down is the numbers, right? I think that's going to really be the deciding factor on who's in and who's not, and what we have to work with. So I think getting all that information is going to be key critical in the next 24 hours to see, what is the head coaching salary? What's going to be the operational budget? What is the, assistant coaches, salary pool? I think all that's going to be really important for us to be able to get that coach that we really want. And so all those factors will go into that.
Thank you.
Yep.
So again, just over the timeline, Curtis, and again, I need the feedback. So this isn't an already done decision. Should we maybe circle back around on Saturday to see what the pool looks like? And
Why?
And Herb, you can help me here as well. And then go ahead and identify the top 3 or 5 by Sunday, or should we just go ahead and give folks over the week until Sunday to start submitting their information? Go ahead, Herb.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think we should wait until Sunday, give people an opportunity to at least apply. We can always top grade that list on Sunday and kind of evaluate and see who's there, knowing that in the next 24, 48 hours, there could be more of an influx of candidates, but, still gives people time to get it in there. It helps from an equity standpoint, right? Just be able to give people the access and ability to do that, right? I think a Saturday, it's already Thursday night. That's just a really quick turnaround time, for people to get their stuff in and put their best foot forward. So, we will announce it right after this meeting. It's already up on our website, so we're ready to go and ready to advertise and do some direct recruiting on, just the information that we just even gathered today. But I do think, probably a Sunday would be best in my opinion.
So probably do a check-in on Sunday to see where we are, and then identify again. But I would say Sunday, but Tuesday the latest to identify those names. But if we can even start on Sunday, if we have a pool, we can maybe start reviewing them. Curtis and then AD Sykes. Curtis.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So we keep moving the goalposts. We started out by saying Sunday. Now I'm hearing Monday. Now I'm hearing Tuesday. We really need to try to go ahead and complete this by Sunday if we can. We've involved the search committee, search firm, so we need to get this done because we're losing coaches every day. We're potentially going to lose players. And if we want to be in a position to win the SWAC, to win the celebration, we've got to move forward. And if it was left up to me, I'd say, hey, we need to make a decision today, okay? But I would ask that we try not to continue to move the goalposts because now the firm is saying that we won't have enough time by Sunday. That was my concern from the beginning, Chairman Palm, about bringing in another firm, that this was going to delay the process. So I have a concern with holding this thing off to Tuesday. We need to get this done.
All right, thank you, Curtis. So I'll circle back around. I want to hear what AD Sykes has to say. But if you would have heard me, I said that we can check on Sunday to see where we are with the pool, and then we can make a decision on Sunday to review and move forward. But also, like I said, there may be folks that you're even interested in having in that pool that haven't gotten their application in yet. And so I just want to make sure that we're comprehensive with getting that information in. So, but AD Sykes, you had a question?
No, I was just going to comment that since the opening has been posted to the website, I will go through my emails and reply to everyone who has expressed interest since January 1st and make sure that those people have the link directly from me. So I will comb through those emails and also the list that I already have and just reply. And in case those people are still interested, they will have direct access to that link. They'll get directly from me.
Thank you so much. Curtis? Johnson.
I think one thing that helps to move the speed here with this is when will we have access to the portal to begin looking at these resumes or
why Why would you be
if we
looking
could have
at
real time, I think that
them?
may address some of the concerns
No.
between,
That would.
and I realize
Sorry,
at
y'all.
some
I
point
forgot
we'll
I
have
was.
a
I thought I
cap
had a
point,
live
but
hot
you
mic.
know, since it's open now and everyone's watching and everyone, we've got some people on here listening to this. I'm sure it's going on social media. I expect for people to get their candidates in, and we can literally start looking tomorrow.
Yeah.
Whose idea
No,
was
I
it to
agree.
allow these
You all
folks?
will have access. We'll send an email.
Why would they have access?
The group with user and password to access the portal. So I'll make sure after this we send that out.
I want to make sure that we all understand that these confidential, these applicants, and that we have to keep this tight, members, because if we don't, it is going to delay and create more of issues if we don't keep this tight. So I just want to reiterate that
They don't need to
that
be
is
on
your
it at all.
responsibility to help us make a decision, but also help keep the confidentiality. Whatever else has to go out in the sunshine, it'll come out in the sunshine. But again,
Y'all
we cannot
couldn't
take
hold water.
this information and start pushing it along to a lot of your constituents. That's all right. Curtis, it looks like put your hand up, sir. It looks like your hand's up.
Yes. Question: will the search firm provide to the committee everyone that applied?
Yep. Everyone that applies goes right to our portal. And you'll have real-time access to the portal. You can access it anytime you want. So anytime someone applies to that job, it goes right in our portal and you'll have access to that.
Damn, so we about to know everything.
The search firm going through and decide, well, this one here really does not qualify and this one has this problem. Are you going to be screening those applicants? Are you going to be sending all of them to the committee?
It'll be available. Anyone who applies will have access to that. What we'll do, obviously, because we know what we're looking for, at that call on Sunday is to say, you know what, after looking at the, 20, 30, 40, however many people apply, these are, in our opinion, the top 10 that makes sense. And as a committee, our job is to whittle that down to 3 to 5 that makes sense. So,
and I want to make sure everybody's clear that is the search firm's recommendation. And so there's an opportunity for us to have discussion and also, look at other things as well. But that's what they're being paid for, to give us what we're asking for with regards to the attributes.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
I think what I'm hearing here, and we've all committed to working through the weekend. And now that I know that we have access, I think it would be in our best interest to come back on Sunday, give us that time between Thursday night and then have a set time on Sunday that we come back and what's in there is what's in there at that point. And maybe we can do a quick assessment, see where we are. And if we get to the 3 names, 5 names, or somewhere in between that, we can make that decision on Sunday. I still feel confident that we can do that and reach that point and be able to have this speed done with fairly certain confidence in what we're looking for if we can at least agree to come back on Sunday.
I agree, sir, but I guess let me ask the committee. That's all. If we can have a vote by yay or nay by the committee, that would I think that would be great. And then all we need to do is set up a time. So I'll call you by name. Curtis Johnson.
Yes.
Selvin Cobb.
Yes.
Curtis Taylor.
Yes.
Ebenezer Ariaco.
Yes.
Eddie Jackson.
Yes.
Issa LeBou.
Yes.
Kyla Ladon. Is it Ligon or Ligon? Kyla? Ligon, got you. And is it Kelvin Dean?
Yes, sir.
All right, I think I got everything, everybody, Linda?
I think so. Remember, you guys have a meeting scheduled for tomorrow at noon.
Right. I guess my question should we meet at noon or should we move forward with?
Right.
Hello? I'm sorry. Curtis?
I was answering the question. Now, let's go what we just voted on. Let's meet Sunday.
Okay. Everybody good with that?
I'm good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, good with Sunday.
All right. So time frame for everybody. Of course, I know we have church on Sunday, and I don't believe there's any football games on Sunday. So
They're off game.
well, since the Steelers lost, I know there's no football games. But what's your pleasure on time? I'm available for everybody.
I'll go
Morning.
Not Sunday morning. I would say, let's say 3 o'clock. I would recommend 3. Is that fair? Meet in the middle?
3 is fine with me.
Kelvin Dean, 3 is good with you, sir?
Yes, sir. 3 is fine with me also.
Okay. Lisa, can you work with 3 o'clock?
I can.
Okay. Thank you. Is any unreadiness for 3 o'clock? Okay, great. So look, what I need, Herb, is letting us know what you need from us to go ahead and make this happen at least by 3 o'clock on Sunday. What do you need from us, Herb?
Just obviously keep an eye out on the portal and check in and have some notes, be prepared for dialogue on Sunday, and obviously what has been talked about today, keeping that in the forefront, what we're looking for attributes. We're gonna obviously go out and target some coaches that reflect all you're asking for. So just gotta be flexible, open mind, and be able, like I said, we gotta work together and so we all feel good about this decision. So we're going to work with urgency. We're going to do our diligence. I think obviously that's very important for us. As we curate this list, we need to do, we want to do our own vetting and background and, talking with people. And so, we just need just communication, transparency, and just that good working relationship.
Herb, if I could jump in and just reiterate the confidentiality piece.
Yeah.
If candidates start getting leaked, they'll start pulling out of the process because it puts pressure on them in their current positions. So just wanted to reiterate the confidentiality piece.
Please, you all. Like I said, I can't reinforce that enough. It really will set us back, Curtis Taylor. If and I'm not saying you are, but I'm just letting you know. I know the timeline is different. It's really what we're working on. I don't want to have this set us back, and also really have to deal with the legal aspect of it as well. So again, if we can be very confidential, I'll let the student athlete and our SGA representative also know that this is truly, truly, truly confidential. Curtis, it looks like Taylor, you have your hand back up, or you just haven't put it down yet?
No. When will we receive the portal? When will we get on the portal?
We'll get it to you within the next 30 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
One question I have, just so that I know people are listening. On the portal, all of the salary range or whatever for the head coach is on there, right? I'm assuming that's on there.
We can't personally ask them that, but we, I can't have, but if they want to list that, they can. We can't personally ask them or make them fill out the salary, what their desired salary is.
I was actually maybe this is me being naive. I was looking the other way, meaning that have we publicized what the coaching salary range is for this? I'm just curious. Would they know that if they're going to apply for this particular position? Because certainly if they have expectations and those expectations don't meet, I'm trying to avoid any setbacks here.
Yeah.
People that apply. And you did mention it earlier that, and I think AD Sykes mentioned it, that this is information that obviously a candidate would want to know.
Absolutely.
So I'm assuming it's there for them. That's the question.
I'm not sure yet, Curtis. I will talk with the president and AD Sykes on how we manage that piece right there.
Well,
good question. It's important.
It's critical because I'm with Mr. Taylor on this point. If their expectations and they're not being met, guys, we're not going to get there. And that's a hard bridge that we've got to jump off of. But that to me is just mission critical.
Right. Okay. We'll get on top of that.
Yeah, I'll say that is something we're continuing to work through. Currently, I think everyone knows that the state allows athletics to pay up to $250,000 of a person's salary. Right. Currently in the athletics budget, we have $200,000 for that salary. So without additional support, the maximum salary available right now would be the $200,000 that's in the athletics.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. So Herb, I will get back with you and AD Sykes, and we'll work through that piece of it. So anything else for Herb and his team from the committee? Okay. One of the things I also want to at least have the individual presidents of for their particular groups to, I'm not sure how we're communicating back the information to your group. I know that you guys are in constant contact with your particular constituents. And so I just want to make sure that we, if you need me to come and speak with them, as Curtis did the other day, I'm anxious to come back and welcome the invitation to come to the various affinity groups or what have you. But I think, again, it's important that communication piece is taking place and that people understand where we are in the process. And good to hear that feedback as well. Action items. Again, we have the next meeting set up for 3:00 on Sunday. Linda, I'll probably have to ask you to help me get that meeting set up. And if there's any more additional attributes, if you want to go out to your constituents and ask them, are there any additional attributes to add, we can get those over to Herb as soon as possible. All right. And so with that being said, I want to open up the meeting for anything for the good of the order.
Yes, Donald, I have sent the meeting notice to everyone already, and they should use the same sign-on link that they use for the meeting today. They'll use that on Sunday as well.
Okay. Great. Curtis, your hands are still up. I don't know if you just get...
No, Dr. Palm, can I get your phone number and email address? I mean, you can send it to me later on.
Yeah, I'll send you my phone number through the email. I'll email you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. Any closing remarks, anything for the good of the order?
Yes.
Who's that,
yes.
Curtis? Okay.
Yes. FAMU, our motto is excellent with caring. We certainly had the excellent when we look at, we won the SWAC, we won the Celebration Bowl, but on the caring end, when we look at these assistant coaches that work very hard, like I often say, we thank Coach Summers, but Coach Summers did not do it by herself. And so we have to be concerned about the assistant coaches. That's why when we lost the recruiting coach, the #1 recruiting coach, only good thing, like I say, is now with prime time, we've lost our defense coordinator. Somebody say we lost the offensive coordinator. I heard one of the guys say we did not. That's great. That's good. So the quicker we can get this done around our brothers and sisters, the better off we're going to be to getting back to playing football and winning football. But we have to be concerned about these guys, their families, their lives, their responsibilities. And so the same way we roll out the red carpet for Coach Summers, in my mind, we should be doing the same thing for the assistant coaches. And we should be listening to the football players. Yeah. That was very critical. I played football at FAMU, And we had some situations where the administration did listen to us. So I would say let's try to move as swiftly as possible in trying to select our next head football coach at FAMU that will take us again to beat the SWAC and the Celebration Bowl. Thank you.
Thank you, Curtis. Curtis Johnson.
So thank you, Herb. I want to thank you guys for coming aboard. Just so that we're clear, because the public's also listening to this, those attributes that we contributed today will be added to the list, but there's no weighting of those particular attributes that they would weigh one way or another. We don't have a weighted scale on that. Those are just some of the attributes that, as we evaluate, we may want to consider, I'm assuming.
Right. Well, I can tell you, yes. I think Curtis, for the most part, I'm excited and also really relieved again that we're all applicants come in, right?
Okay.
And so they're going to give us the recommendation we gave them, but there may be again some other recommendations that we see, right, that we can be part of this. And so I think this is a fair and open opportunity for us to provide input but they're going to give us exactly what we asked for in those attributes. And so, yeah, and so I'm very excited. Kelvin?
I just wanted to say I firmly agree with Mr. Curtis Taylor on listening to the football players, that make players want to come and stay around and play for the program that they can have pride in, with a coach that they trust and know is doing it for the better of them.
Yes, sir. Well, look, Calvin, I'm so excited you're a part of the committee. You're a very valuable asset to the committee, so your voices are going to be heard as well as Ms. Ligon. Kyler, I'll say Kyler.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all having me on.
Well, with that being said, Herb, are there any closing remarks for you and your committee, you and your firm?
No, we're just excited to get to work and find you all a great football coach and leader.
Well, thank you for really assisting us on this. And again, I just want to thank all of the committee members once again for your assistance in this really, really important task that we have at hand. And again, I know we can get there. And Curtis, I think we may get there by Sunday. So I'm going to push for that as well. All right. With that being said, we'll go ahead and log off. And again, thank you for all that you are doing for FAMU. Have a good evening.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Recordings.
Okay, y'all, don't go nowhere. I got a special Rattlers raffle edition. This is a special because you know that if it's one thing I love doing, I love brainstorming and thinking of ways that folks can implement programs. So I have a very special Rattlers raffle because Dawn-Sykes, she made the statement yesterday on the call that there's going to be a raffle going on, but folks was all up in arms, like they couldn't actually have a raffle. You guys can have a raffle. There is nothing wrong with doing a raffle, and yes, you can raise a whole bunch of money because that's what raffles are about. So, you need to drop all of your raffle items in the chat. Okay? Drop them in the chat. All right. Now, it is in jest, but I'm actually really serious. It's jest, but I'm serious. Okay? This is serious now. Willie's gone, and AD Tiffani Dawn-Sykes, she says she wants to have a raffle. This is not being petty. I don't know of anybody that's from the FAMU faithful that wouldn't purchase a Isaiah Land or Marquise Bell signed jersey. Oh, somebody said they can raffle off that Celebration Bowl trophy. Lord have mercy. You know what? Maybe they can make Celebration Bowl trophy replicas. That's a great idea. They can make some replicas. We all know the MEAC is real good for that. Didn't they have 2 schools that were both MEAC champions? They good for making replicas. So we need to call the MEAC up. Call them up and ask them, did y'all split it in 2? How did that work? How did that work? And then I think you might have to get permission from the Celebration Bowl in order to do that. Can we get some FAMU replicas up in here? And FAMU, they good for claiming championships that they don't have. So this is one that they actually did have. So this is what I like, that idea. This is the Celebration Bowl trophies and awards, so they could auction off some replicas. But anyway, the Isaiah Land and the Marquise Bell, that's gonna make something shake. That's definitely gonna make something shake. Here's another raffle. McDonald's with Ocho Cinco. A McDonald's date with Ocho. Come on now. Who wouldn't like to sit down with Ocho Cinco and have a milkshake at McDonald's? Some bobblehead snakes. Sipping paint with Terica Williams. Y'all, somebody get AD Sykes on the line. I'm going to charge a consulting fee. It won't be nowhere near $70,000. Nowhere near. You could just make a donation to the channel. Now, mind you, this is the Rattler raffle. And while folks is keying in the chat, I'm for real. Who would not want to have I would definitely like to have a McDonald's date with Ocho Cinco, just talking, because he is supposed to be an ambassador of the football program. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? They said raffle off all the trophies. You can't raffle off the real ones because they might have to return some of them. The next one. Folks was complaining about how the AD Sykes, she increased the total for investing in champions. Now, let me go ahead and share it with you. Mind you, these things are expensive as hell. Why are they so expensive? Good Lord. This investing in champions ain't no joke. So you can be a green Rattler or orange Rattler or a champion Rattler. I think that for the purposes of this particular raffle, I think the champion Rattler package is something you could raffle off. That includes, it's a $2,500 package that includes 4 football season tickets, 1 reserved parking, 4 Orange Blossom Classic tickets. They're going to have to change that because y'all not in the Orange Blossom Classic no more. Ooh. You have to change that. North End Zone passes. So there has to be a little bit of straightening with this. They might have to change the Orange Blossom Classic tickets to homecoming tickets. And then it says in 2023, 2024 basketball add-ons. So, you know, you can get a basketball VIP or something like that. And Blue says they can raffle off some game use stuff from the Celebration Bowl or let the main winner get the same ring the team gets. Now, listen, folks was laughing at AD Sykes about this raffle, but I'm telling you right now, here, let me go ahead and put my you can send it from a anonymous page. AD Sykes, you can send it from an anonymous page. I'm gonna go ahead and put my Cash App down there at the bottom just in case you want to bless me, because this raffle is something else. I'm telling you, best thing since sliced bread. Signed Snake Girl posters. She became a internet sensation. A cameo in a Will Packer movie. We had the Rattlers got a $10K worth of drones to Coach Simmons over the summer. So there's folks that would invest in this raffle, especially businesses in the Tallahassee area, in the Miami area. I like the bobblehead snakes. I think that's a good idea. Don't sleep on the raffle. Now, if you don't like the raffle idea, just like Brandy said, make it an auction. I like the raffle idea though. Me personally, I like it. I really do. Oh, we got Nate Newton. Nate Newton knows how to party. Well, at least he did back in the day. Allegedly, let me go ahead and put that out here. Allegedly, Nate Newton was one of them boys, right? So allegedly, Nate Newton likes to party. So who wouldn't want to party with Nate Newton? He definitely knows how to throw a party, okay? Take you to the Cowboy White House tickets. Take you to an all-white party, maybe. Nate Newton in an all-white party. What y'all think about that? The fish plate. Look, if you sell $100 worth, if you sell 100 fish plates at $200, that's $20,000 right there. Now, folks are saying, why would anybody buy $200 fish plates? Well, it's not necessarily about the fish or the food that you're eating. That's not what it is. So aside from having, there we go, golden fish plates. Golden fish plates. Y'all gonna learn that the raffle is possible, okay? Let's not sleep on the endless possibilities of having a Rattler raffle. You know, I think this particular season they literally go to Miami to play University of Miami. Y'all know y'all gonna lose. But guess what you can do? You guys can get a big yacht, and have a yacht party and raffle up. You know, you can raffle it. Raffle that off. That is just the perfect idea. So when y'all are in Miami, you guys have a yacht party, and the yacht party is real exclusive, and you can raffle off tickets for that all white Rattler yacht party. See, that's how y'all can be on this big yacht in Miami. Don't sleep on the raffles, okay? Don't sleep on it. I don't know, I would love to hear what Mr. Campbell has to say about this raffle, this Rattler raffle, or these tickets for Tiffani. But I believe that Mr. Campbell, as a representative of the #1 public HBCU, would not have his athletics department out here all willy-nilly. So I know that Mr. Campbell and his iWeave hair company would absolutely sponsor an iWeave Do You makeover to present that package as part of the Rattler raffle. I just know that he, #1, it's good for business, but #2, you're supporting FAMU. So we're going to do a recap. Then we're going to end it out. This is the Rattler raffle. Y'all send Dawn-Sykes my information and we can get it cracking. Okay? And then somebody said that they could do an authorized video in the locker room. Maybe y'all can do a rap where somebody needs to. I know this ain't isn't FAMU a LeBron school? FAMU is literally a LeBron school, right? Do you guys have special shoes made especially for FAMU? I think you guys do. I think they're right here. These specially made. So you guys can raffle off. And you know what? LeBron, he don't do nothing else. He could at least sign something. So here you go right here. This is let me say it correctly. LeBron Retros. LeBron Rocks FAMU version of the retro. So those are some FAMU shoes. So once again, this is another thing that you can raffle off. Video shoot in the field house. I do think those are kind of ugly. LeBron could cut a check, period. Well, if he's supposed to, I don't know now. That basketball team's kind of shaky. They gotta do something. They gotta do something with that basketball team. Somebody said that FAMU needs a GoFundMe. FAMU does not need a GoFundMe. So the purpose of the reason for this Rattler raffle is because the FAMU faithful, the direct support organizations, they basically told Dawn-Sykes, based off of these meetings, if you don't want to hire who we want, don't be over here asking us for no money. They got money. They literally raised $140,000 in less than 72 hours and had 600,000 plus on standby. Lunch at Lenny's with LeBron. Listen, I'm loving these. Taco Tuesdays with Tiffani at Taco Bell. Now we need to get some Black-owned businesses up in there. I'm not from Tallahassee, so I don't really know of any of the businesses that are surrounding Tally, but I would hope that folks in Tallahassee would coalesce around and invest in FAMU. So that is my presentation for the Rattler raffle. We got the Isaiah Land and Marquise Bell signed jerseys. Maybe they can sign 3 to 5 of them so that you can, do that. Or maybe they could sign 2 of their NFL jerseys and then 3 of their actual FAMU jerseys. So it's kind of like you have double-sided. So you have one where they're in the NFL and then one where they're at FAMU. That would be nice. Nate Newton, too. You got McDonald's with Ocho Cinco. Long John Silver's with Larry Robinson. I don't think anybody wants to go to lunch with Larry Robinson. The Investing in Champions package, she's going to have to rework that because FAMU is no longer in the Orange Blossom Classic. Oh, I got another one. A softball game with the FAMU softball girls, because they look like they be having fun. You could have some type of celebrity type of tournament against the FAMU girls, the FAMU softball girls. Oh, they said K. Michelle is a Rattler. I didn't know K. Michelle was a Rattler. Ooh, that makes sense. K. Michelle is a Rattler. Well, if K. Michelle is a graduate of FAMU, we would definitely be having some type of concert with K. Michelle. She looked way different than what she used to look like. But that definitely would be a good look. K. Michelle, having her little country concert or whatever it is. I don't know if she's country or R&B right now. Mr. Campbell, I am absolutely expecting for you to participate, even though you've already had your Wigs for Willie campaign and you automatically already do all of the other things. I'm expecting the I Weave Do You makeover, which includes a wig directly. And you know what? I don't even know why I'm sleeping on this. We're going to do one for the women, but we're also going to do one for the men. We don't want to discriminate here at iWeave Hair. We have iWeave units, eye units for men. We do not want the men to feel left out. We got full lace, French lace, the Australia eye unit, the skin unit. Yeah, we have iWeave solution for men as well. So I'll be expecting for Mr. Campbell. And just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, today is the last day for the MLK Day iWeave buy 2 get 1 half off sale using the checkout code iWeave MLK. Today is the last day because today is January 18th. But like I said, you don't want to go over here looking like Steve Harvey where everybody can tell that you have on a man unit. Then make sure that you purchase tickets for the iWeave eye unit. I feel like a coach's meet and greet is also good. Thankful for Mr. Curtis Taylor and his coaches that he wants for everybody to meet. Oh, Lord. Dr. D says that he did a cheerleader calendar back in the 1990s and it sold out. I feel like maybe instead of a cheerleader calendar, we might be able to get the old football players and the Football Alumni Association, that maybe they can do the football calendar. And just real quick, I'm going to be nosy and I'm going to pull up the firm that's conducting this particular football search. I found it really interesting that folks thought that it was a good idea to, I don't know why you would do that, which is, why in the world would you think that it's okay to publish or give these folks access to go look at whoever applies? Like, they ain't finna text they homegirl or they homeboy and say, guess who don't tell nobody I told you this, but Ed Reed just applied. Oh, they said the cheerleader calendar will sell better. Mr. Carey said we got a brag different bonnet. Snake lady with the OnlyFans. We got to keep it PG. All right. So this is it. And basically all the stuff that they've been saying about scouting, recruitment of student athletes, be held accountable to NCAA APR standards, day-to-day supervisory oversight. You have to have at minimum a bachelor's degree, college or professional football coaching experience. Do you understand that? You have to have at minimum a bachelor's degree and college or professional football coaching experience. So y'all, please don't apply if you don't have this. We don't need 40 folks in here applying and you only have Pee-wee football coaching experience, okay? Preferred qualifications, 5+ years of coaching experience, Division I coaching experience. So they just going ahead and just exiting out of Division II. Knowledge of and ability to interpret and apply the NCAA and division rules and regulation. Knowledge of coaching methods. Some of the stuff that is on here, I don't know. An employee may have access to highly confidential and sensitive information. So establish and maintain effective working relationships. Wow. So if you want to apply, I can go ahead and send you the link. But if you don't even have the 5+ years of coaching experience, please don't go apply. And also, just to let you know, as a forewarning, before you even start, don't apply if Andre Johnson is applying. Andre Johnson might have got his degree by now. They said it took 30 days to process, so it might have went through by now. Andre Johnson probably has his bachelor's degree. He didn't have it when he was applying for Texas Southern, but he might have got it now. So, top 5 coaches. Y'all name 3 coaches in the chat. Name 3 coaches. The 3 coaches that I got are okay, so seriously, on a serious tip, Quinn Gray is probably the front runner for me. Quinn Gray, because he's from FAMU. Oh Lord, why are y'all doing this? Please, Whitley, please don't. Oh Lord, please don't tell him about the opening at FAM. He gonna get to ranting and raving. I will say this, I'm going to share this because it was interesting that this coach put this particular thing out on live. Like, why would you do that? Or no, why would you put this on your page? Ain't you trying to get hired as potentially the coach? You out here posting stuff. So a current staff member at FAMU football coach, he posted something earlier today on his I don't know if it was his personal page or what, but I found it kind of interesting. I found it kind of interesting. Did anybody else see what he posted? I'm gonna have to see if I could find it. Might have deleted it. He might have deleted it. Oh, nope, he didn't. Well, that's why they say that you have to be careful what type of stuff you post on your social media, because it can come back to haunt you, or people can screenshot it. We could just have a little discussion about it. This is Coach Rowe. He said, I'm wondering, is this the same search firm that contacted me for the University of West Georgia coaching job back in November? What does that even mean? So you had a job offer to go to West Georgia? They've been plotting on FAMU coaches. Been plotting. So I don't even know what that means. Does that mean they already got you in the system? Look, the winner of the call is this gentleman right here. Because it didn't matter if it was today, yesterday, the day before yesterday, this Sunday. He wants a coach right now. Like, why are we even delaying anything? Let's just go ahead and get it over with. Can we just go ahead and nominate a coach? And he keeps saying it. Let's just go ahead and get this over with. And that's another thing. $200,000. Who? What? So Coach Rowe said he'll take the $200,000. He got his pension to supplement his income. So probably what would end up happening is, I'm just saying, if I'm a coach. So the maximum allowed for the state to pay a coach is $250,000. So what I would do as the coach when I'm negotiating the contract, I would put $200,000 for the first year, $250,000 for the second year, and $250,000 for the third year. Then you just hope and pray that maybe the petty alums who basically said, how you gonna raise money or how you gonna get the money for these, hopefully they contribute or release the funds. I don't even know of any Division I coaches that's going to take a head coaching position for $200,000, unless you are living in a place like in a place where the cost of living is low. $200,000. Ooh-wee. Well, this is the last segment, of course. The doors of the transfer portal are open. And you know what? It does seem like some folks decided that this search was taking too long, which you have to realize some of the times, some of these kids got to enroll for the spring. So this coaching search taking that long, when I tell you it really messed up not only recruiting, but the current students, because they have to register for school. They have to register for the spring. You have spring practice. And by making this search go out for so long, you're actually causing some issues with some of these students because they are what? Athletes first. Got to be an athlete first. Or no, excuse me, a student first, not an athlete first. Oh, it said Tallahassee isn't. You can come by letter, by experience, or by candidate. Why is Mr. Haynes always trying to take Jackson State first? Because FAMU's program is basically gutted. Dragging the doors of the transfer portal are open.